Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, February 18th, 2026, and this is your daily dose of weather. So, in today's video, or rather today morning's video, we're going to be going over just today's weather, just today's current conditions, what the entire United States can expect to see today when it comes to temperatures and moisture. So, if you clicked on this video looking for a pattern discussion, just stay tuned, and right about 8 p.m. this evening, Eastern time that is, I'll have a video out discussing all of that stuff, all that pattern, storm stuff. Just today's weather is what we're covering here. So let's get right into it. Like this video if you like it. Subscribe if you've not done so already. Please leave a comment down below where you're watching from. It'd be greatly appreciated. Starting this off right here, we can see this winter storm has been ongoing for quite some time, and it continues to be ongoing in this area. The surface low is somewhere centered near central Minnesota as of now. Areas of snow expanding to the north. There is rain kind of to the south of it, and even freezing rain being picked up by the radar here. Other than that, the western U.S. is still pretty active, maybe a little bit quieter than it was yesterday. We do have a touch of snow up here in the northeast. Other than that, nothing too insane other than that storm in the north central plains. This is our watches, warnings, and advisories as of this morning. It's quieted down a bit. We still have red flag warnings up in this pink down here, as well as high wind warnings in some areas. That little box right there is a fire warning that expires in 1 hour. We've seen a few fire warnings throughout the last 24 hours or so. There are a few blizzard warnings up in areas here, South Dakota, Minnesota, um, and let's see, South Dakota, Minnesota, and Montana. These will start to kind of go away over the next little bit of time. But I do want to point out we also do have red flag warnings and high wind warnings in areas of Iowa, Illinois, areas like that. But what I really want to point out here is in areas in Nebraska where we had these red flag warnings yesterday, we now have winter storm watches up for the system that follows this coming, well, tomorrow, this coming Thursday into Friday. So definitely something to watch there. Out west, still a lot going on. Very active look right now. It's just a lot going on. A lot of winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings. Obviously, down here in some areas, there's a little bit more complicated. There's flood advisories, extreme cold warnings. Very dynamic weather pattern in the western U.S. as of now. We do have winter weather advisories up in the northeast, dense fog related, and lake wind related things elsewhere. Other than that, pretty quiet. Here is the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today. I'm not going to go into the future. That's for this evening's video. Few different areas here we could look for seeing some thunder along the west coastline down near San Diego as well. Also over the Four Corners up towards central Wyoming. And then south of the Great Lakes all the way down near Memphis, Tennessee, we kind of have this weird looking extension of a thunderstorm risk area that it's just all this map is showing you is where there could be lightning because lightning always can pose a risk. That's why they issue these. Moving on from that, starting off in the southeast. So if you just clicked on this timestamp, we're covering the southeast here. So here we go. This is HRRR model starting off right now, going throughout the day. Other than some moisture rolling through areas of the mid-south into the mid-Atlantic, there is really nothing going on down here. It is a touch more active as we get closer to midnight. We do have some shower activity over the Cumberland Plateau, getting up into southern West Virginia. But other than that, none of this is even really all that impactful, just like light rain showers. So nothing too crazy there. Temperature wise in the deep south, here's what we're seeing. Mid 70s. Very, very nice day across a lot of the deep south. Even the mid 80s possibly in central areas of Florida. And then it does start to drop off as you get towards the Appalachian Mountains, as always. It's a little bit cooler in those areas. Moisture for today, there is a little bit. Trace amounts of moisture can be expected, even upwards of half an inch possibly in some areas of the Cumberland Plateau from now to the next 24 hours. Moving up the coast a little bit, we do see these temperature trends continue as we get mid 60s, even 70 degrees, all the way up towards Richmond, Virginia. Don't focus as much on the Midwest and all that. Just kind of go up the eastern coastline here. Get into Pennsylvania, New York. Temperatures really do drop off. So let's move into that section now. Here's the HRRR model starting off now. A lot of moisture rolling through the area today, getting some snow showers into areas of New York and Massachusetts. It does expand a little bit more into Vermont, New Hampshire, but nothing too crazy. This is midnight. So just a lot of moisture, rain to the south of that. Nothing too crazy though. Temperature wise, you look like this. So once you get up into New York, especially the northern areas, and then into northern Vermont, New Hampshire, and northern Maine, you likely won't break freezing today. So there'll be some sort of battleground, I think, right in this area for what type of precipitation falls. Because down here it would be rain, up here it'd be like a cold, wet snow. So who knows? Kind of hard to tell exactly what we would be seeing. So that being said, there's temperatures for the Northeast. Now, moving on to the north central U.S., starting off right now. HRR is picking up on the way the storm looks very, very well. I think it looks almost exactly like this. We move this on for the next couple of hours. We have snow continuing in a lot of the same areas for the next couple of hours. Surface low kind of wraps itself up as we get towards lower Michigan here. So even by the end of today, getting towards like 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, we still have snow ongoing in some areas. This is what your temperatures a little bit further to the south, the kind of Ohio Valley area could look like. Again, there's some sort of battleground here. You have 60s, 70s down here in areas of the Ohio Valley and eastern central plains. And you get up into the northern areas and you start to see more 30s, 40s. So moving up just a little bit into these far northern areas of the plains, very, very cold. Over here is Montana. I'll show you Montana in a separate timestamp. I think one of the next ones here. So we'll look at that. But yeah, the areas like North Dakota will not break freezing today. This is probably somewhat due to snowpack as well. So yeah, that's what we're seeing here. Moving on to the south central U.S. Very, very quiet day once again. I mean, that's the entire day from now to midnight, and there's really nothing happening except we do get surface low develop closer to midnight. And I can tell you right now, based on these black lines kind of kinking like this, that there is a front draped down through them somewhere like that. So that doesn't mean a whole lot for you guys, but if there's wind associated with this frontal passage and any fires that are ongoing, it could help spread them. So please be careful with that. The South Plains look like this. We still have 80s hanging on in southern areas of Texas, although it's cooled down by about 10 degrees. In a lot of areas of like central Texas. We were in the like mid 80s yesterday for daytime high temperatures. Daytime high temperatures today will be in the mid 70s. Pretty nice day across the deep south. Moving up just a bit, you can see it starts to cool off, but yeah, areas of even up through, even in the front range of Colorado and eastern areas of New Mexico, we do have 60s showing up. You really don't lose 60s until you get into northern Nebraska and southern South Dakota here. So very nice day ahead. And I will just show you the wind gust in this area. It's a lot less when it comes to wind gusts today than it was yesterday, but we still have windy conditions out in the front range and a lot of New Mexico. So if any fires do manage to get going, it could absolutely be dangerous. Please heed warnings. Moving on to the northwest U.S., this is where we'll cover Montana, like I said a second ago. So we have two lows. We have a low over Idaho here, brings a lot of snow with it, and then we have a coastal low right here over areas of Oregon and Washington here that's starting to bring some heavier snow even into lower elevation. So I'll kind of play this back. We have like two areas of focus energy here. But otherwise, it's a slightly quieter day in the northwest U.S. Temperature wise, for say Montana, Wyoming, Utah, Idaho, all these areas right here in the northern Rockies, it is very much of a cooler day. I mean, we have negative temperatures for highs showing up in areas of Montana, -4, -5, showing up. Very, very cold day. And it's overall just a bit cooler in this area. Everywhere is just several degrees cooler than it was yesterday. But again, once we get into the Rockies, points west, you really, really need to know where you are on a map and then listen to your local sources. They will cover you more than I can in a video like this. The northwest corner of the U.S. looks like this. Again, cooler, but we still have in the valley areas, mid 40s, low 40s. So it's cool, but it's not too bad. Obviously the higher elevations are below freezing. So moving to the southwest United States. Here we go. Starting off now. There's a low right there. That same one over areas of Idaho brings a lot of moisture with it, and then we seem to quiet down a little bit. There is coastal low here, coastal enhancement of some sort, but most of these areas of the southwest kind of quiet up with moisture as we get close to midnight. We'll have to see what it does by tomorrow morning. So that being said, temperatures look like this. Four Corners, generally mid 40s. As you get closer to the plains, it goes up, and the desert southwest is obviously warmer. And the southwest corner of the U.S. looks like this. Valley areas in the mid 40s, maybe even 50s. Far southern areas of California could reach 65 or so. That being said, thank you guys for watching. Tune in this evening for a more in-depth update of all of this storm stuff. We're still seeing trends, interesting trends with model guidance for upcoming storms. We have a severe event to cover, all that good stuff. So if you appreciate this approach to forecasting, consider leaving a like, subscribing to this channel. But as always, I will see you guys in the next one about 12 hours from now. So thank you guys for watching. Stay safe out there.